our journey began all the way back with Lymond Vickery, a descendant of House Rain, the once great house slaughtered by Tywin Lannister. But today we return with the final goal of reviving House Rain and reclaiming their lost lands of Castamere. Okay, so welcome back to part 3 of reviving House Rain, and potentially the last part, as I'm hoping we can take the decision today. As for it, we need 2 more counties, which may seem easy, but as you know, these 2 counties are held by our liege, the Lannisters of the Westerlands. So they're going to be really, really tough to take. I haven't got an exact plan in mind, but to start this out, I'm sure you'll remember the Lonshaws, starting from the one and only Lord Abelard of Midvale himself. He, of course, died in a jousting accident, and then he went to his son, who, of course, also died in a jousting accident. And then Yana, Abelard's oldest daughter, took the throne. But she was killed under mysterious circumstances, and her family are now actually because she was married non-matrilineally. So they've kind of been like overthrown, which I'm kind of sad about. Because yeah, some people point out as well, their coat of arms is actually really similar to the House Rain one, which is interesting. That's the House Rain look, and that's the Lonshaw one. But yeah, they're still descendants of them, but House Just. Now, if we look, there is still some Lonshaws about, so I think I wouldn't mind landing them again, but they're not making my life easy. Now, we do have a 100% chance of revoking this lady's title, so we can do that. We can now grant away the Kinlands back to the Lonshaw dynasty, so they are landed once again. Will it last? I don't know. We'll try help them out if we can, but I don't have much hope. We'll see. Now, at the end of the last part, we did, if you remember, we rebuilt Castamere. It was completely ruined, and we spent a lot of gold rebuilding it back up to a proper castle holding. So one of the things I definitely want to do today is upgrade it. Now, we could spend 1,500 gold and upgrade it to a small castle, which I might do eventually, but for now I'm going to spend a lot of gold and just upgrade it as much as I can, because I do want it to be my new capital, as it only makes sense. That is where the Rains ruled. So we have got to try and rebuild it back up to its proper former glory. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start creating a duchy claim on the Duchy of Fair Isle. That was my original target, but we still haven't gotten it. Now, the main reason I'm going for it is because we need to get a lot more powerful if we have any hope of defeating the Lannisters in a proper war. So expanding is going to be really, really useful for now. Oh yeah, some people did point out for this court position to get the benefits of each skit. Oh, okay then. Lady Leomela has finally found peace at 67 years of age. She died from being ill. Now, the 49-year-old Lord Miles takes the throne. And you know what? With Lord Miles, we'll go down a gallant tree and try and pick up Gallant. We'll just make him an absolute savage to lead the armies himself. But what I was saying was, for this court position, the person to get their bonuses associated with that skill, they need to have at least 10 in that skill. So this guy, 10 learning, 10 stewardship, and over 10 in diplomacy. He can use each one of these skills. So that makes a lot of sense, as that did confuse me last time. But you know what? House Just seem to really, really like me. It is still the descendants of Lonshaw. This guy apparently is a bastard. So, you know what? Just, they're still the Lonshaws at heart, right? They're still descendants, just their dynasty has changed, which is fine. Now, our second in line, Derek, is actually not married, so I think we pick up just a somewhat close alliance with them. I definitely don't want alliance with the Lannisters, that's for sure. Right, so you know what? We can get an alliance with these guys at the south of our liege's land. There, she is 18 as well, so you know what? That works for me. Let's do that. Pick up a nice little alliance. And now just praying we get a nice duchy claim. There we go. Finally, look, we have a good character for tournaments. If you remember in the first part as Lymond, we struggled with tournament, but we just got through the first round. Can we continue winning? Come on, I want to win a tournament at least once today. I feel like this guy could do it. We'll see. So our next opponent is Master Hugh. Now, I think we should beat him. So I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to put 45 gold on the line. No man alive could have withstood my blow. Victory is mine. Come on, let's win one. Oh, and we picked up a whole claim on the Duchy of Fair Isle first time, so we'll pay for that. I'm getting 77 gold from that bet. Come on, who are we facing next? Be somebody easy. Right. Master Ryman. He is a skilled fighter and he got 23 prowess. So he is pretty good. So, you know what? We're going to keep betting on ourselves. We have to believe in ourselves. We'll put another 45 gold on the line. This is not ideal. Oh, no. Well, that's the furthest I've got, which is quite unlucky, but That was like my chance to win. Well, my heir has a better chance. Sir Tymond Vickery is a formidable fighter, and he's Herculean, and he's genius. So we'll definitely try again with our heir and hope we get better luck with him. But we now have a claim on the High Lordship of Fair Isle, and I'm going to go for that. So yeah, we're also now going to call our allies as well, and we're going to raise all next to Castamere. And if he comes over to my land, we'll go and fight him. Okay, that's perfect. We should be able to defeat his armies. Now we don't have to cross the ocean or anything. My allies are here first as well. Perfect. So, defeat their armies. We're up 50%. And now what we'll do, we'll go and start sieging the war target. I don't even know where his allies are. Oh, he's all the way over here, so he's going to take a while to get here, which is good. Yeah, our army is getting quite expensive to hold. As right now, it's costing us 32 gold per month that they're up. So, we need this war to end as soon as possible. Okay, we've sieged one county. It's almost over now. My allies are sieging their capital. So we'll go over there with them, finish that, and should be over. But our son, Sir Derek of Vickery, my dear father, I have lately heard of your dispute with that loathsome coxcomb Doria. Who is this then? Oh, she's my courtier and rival, and she's married to my player here. Okay, so we can become friends with Derek. You're not going to kill her, are you? You might. You know what? Let's become friends with our son, Derek. And there we go. We have now taken the Fair Isle, but we do have a powerful, powerful vassal, of course. Lord Lauren of Faircastle has kept his land, and he is of the Clifton dynasty. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to put him on the council. So now he's on the council. He likes us a bit more. We'll try and get on his good side. I see no reason to hate him. We'll start swaying him. He's on the council. I don't want to take his land off of him. I just wanted his land inside of my domain, so start paying me taxes and stuff. Yeah, if we look at our military now, you can see it's pretty big, but there's a lot more we can upgrade. That's got to be something we're going to have to focus on. But right now, we could raise 6,800 men, which is pretty good. So yeah, I think the plan to get these two counties is going to have to be getting a claim on them, and then I believe we should be able to create a claimant faction for our claim on these counties. Or we could push Lannisters and then take it off of them. Could push his son's claim because they'll be weak on the lordship of Castamere. Could we do that? And if we did that, if enough people joined us, this kid would now own the Duchy of Castamere, and we could directly take it off of them. Don't know if that's going to be something worth doing or if anyone will join, but you know what? We will leave that faction there and just see how it goes, if anybody joins or not. It would be nice if we could just usurp it, because, though, he is our liege, you cannot usurp the title belonging to your liege. So we have no luck even doing it that way. So we're in a really, really tricky situation. We have 31% of our liege's power, which is not great. But once Castamere is built up and making a lot of money, we should be able to support an even bigger army. So I never expected I would grow as close to Lord Norton as I have done in the past few years. On multiple occasions, he has proven himself to be a reliable and forthright man. So we can become friends with Lord Norton of Clever Cove. Sure, why not? There we go then. I mean, it's always a good idea to be friends with your vassals. Now, if we want to keep expanding, I mean, we could also now get this land to our north, the Crag, just to further expand and get more powerful. Probably not a terrible idea. It's still joint to our land. So I think I might do that. In the meantime, yeah, we are just slowly building up Castamere. Its building is really, really slow for some reason. I'm not sure if it's slower with the mod, maybe. I'm assuming it is. But yeah, it's taking a while to get sorted out. We're getting so lucky with these claims. But look at that. This is the second time we've had this pop up. And this time, we get a claim on the full duchy. So we're definitely going to take that. And I'm now increasing the development in Castamere. I'm starting to prepare it now, ready for when it's going to be our capital, which should be pretty soon. But yeah, let's just go straight to war again. Our biggest goal today is just expanding and trying to match up to our liege's power if we can. Now, he does have two different allies, but he's just running away. So you know what? Let's start sieging his capital then. And our allies are here first. His allies, yeah, they're both quite far away. So we should have this war as well. I mean, the next duchy, which makes sense, we could go for the Golden Tooth. Get proper revenge on them for taking land off us before. Because they did take Sarsfield off us. I believe it was her when she was a child. And she's now 57 and she still has the throne. We have taken it back, but I mean, what's stopping us taking even more? There we go. We've sieged this, and now they're starting to siege our land. So we're going to march over there, and we should win. Catch them out in our land. There we go. 13,000 versus 9,000. fallen. Oh no. News from the forest of Pride's Keep finally arrives in the hands of an exhausted messenger. I know immediately that something terrible has happened to my son. There amongst the dispatches, it reads, our brave Tymond was killed, leading an attack against the Wentway archers. He was slain by Ellis, a knight of Lord Willifer, in a fierce encounter. I could not have saved him, but no parent should outlive their child. So, Tymond Vickery, the amazing, genius, Herculean, and the only formidable fighter in our lineage, was slain in a battle by Sir Ellis. Ellis will not get away with this. We are now rivals. We definitely need to get revenge on that. We will not take that. That was our amazing heir, and he's just gone like that. There's so many plans for Tymond. He was going to lead us to take down the Lannisters, and he was going to be the one to win us some tournaments and some fame. But, I mean, that's battles for you. But because of that, I think the smartest thing to do now is forbid our other son from fighting. He's the best fighter in our court now, but it's not worth losing our now only son. So we'll be careful from now on. But there we go. At the end of that, we did manage to win. Now, where is this guy? He's all the way over here. Now, he's just at this guy's court. He is near death. He's been maimed. I wonder who by. Will it say? Doesn't say. We have a 31% chance to murder him. Yes, we're going to try. Even though he's probably going to die soon anyway. Let's just try. We can't invite anybody, but it's worth a go. But of course, taking that new land, we now have 2 new vassals. We have Lord Lymos and we have Lord Lomier. Now, they're both fairly powerful, but currently they do both kind of like us. They're not counted as powerful vassals either, which is good, so they shouldn't be too much of an issue. You have enough counties to create... Wait, what has gone on? Huh? Why is he... Wait. High Lordship of Castamere. We can create it. Why? What happened to it? 2 years ago, Tyler Lannister was granted it. So it was granted away for some reason, look. But then straight away, it was destroyed. If anyone can explain that, that would be appreciated. But, I mean, that does mean we can just create the duchy title. So we're now the Duke of Castamere, which will make our main title. And now we actually can take the decision to revive House Rain. Okay, there's no pop-up after it. But, as you can see, we are now our rightful dynasty, the Rains. Well, I didn't expect the title to just get given away, but I'm assuming it's because he was over his domain limit or something. So we had to give away some land, although he has kept the counties there. So yeah, what I'm going to do now anyway, even though we technically have finished what we started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to now start working on a claim on Lowell and also Pendrick Hills, because they are de jure part of the Duchy of Castamere, and our liege, the horrible, horrible Lannisters, still unlawfully hold it, even though it belongs to my family. So we are going to take it, hopefully. But that is going to be really, really tough. There we go. Look, we were trying to murder him, but as you can see, a curse undone. Ellis died from his internal injury. So he did kill my son in that battle, but he was maimed in the same battle, which did eventually kill him, just a lot slower and a lot more painful. So, you know what? Can't fault that. Whoa. Lady Janae of the Golden Tuft, the same horrible little woman who, once upon a time, took some of Castamere from my family, and now she's given me a declaration of love. Stay away from me. I do not like you. Even though you seem to absolutely love me, I don't like you. Don't even talk to me. Yeah, I'm happy. Look, all our vassals mostly seem to really like us, so we have started to win over everybody, and now we have Calmfield, which is an offshoot of the Lonshaws. So yeah, the Lonshaws, they're practically over and done with, sadly, but they still live on through Jast and now the Calmfields, so I'm okay with that. Their dynasty was just not meant to be. There we go. So we got a claim now on the Lordship of Lowell. So what I can do, I believe, is create a claimant faction for my claim on it, but people are probably not gonna join. And let's be real, going up against them right now would just be suicide. They have 23,000 men. We have almost 8,000, which is pretty good. But right now, there's still levels to this, right? What we could do on our contract is we could change our special contract type from none to this furthest one here. We pay less tax and give him less levies, but also we get more prestige, but other vassals like us a bit more, and we have more scheme success chance. So other vassals will like us, and maybe on our next character, we can get him to go up intrigue, get hooks on other vassals, and then force them to join our war. So I think that is actually worth doing. We could try and get the hooks on this character, but I don't think we're going to have enough time to do it all this life, but we'll see. The family craft. I am just finishing up the day's business in my council chambers when my wife, Lady Rione, saunters in with her granddaughter, Larissa, eagerly at her heels. I put down the ledger I was just reading, knowing no good can come from this unexpected visit. Rione hesitantly remarks upon my appearance. My husband, you are a mighty and powerful lord, but some do not yet give you the respect you deserve. You need something to demonstrate your authority. My granddaughter could smith a fine set of regalia that would reflect your status. Sponsor her and see how her creation will improve your mood. Now, I mean, she is of the one and only House Rain. And you know what? We don't have the respect yet for bringing back such a once powerful house. So 128 gold is expensive, but I'm trusting you because you come from the greatest house in the Westerlands. So I better not have just misplaced my trust. But there we go. Larissa waves me over with a wide grin. So we got Larissa's regalia. Let's see, how good is it? It is famed. It's not got the best effects, but it's famed. It's fine. It's okay. Fine. We'll take it. But what I'm going to do now, we are 58, so we may not be around too much longer. But if we want to get this land, we are going to have to try and find some other members. Now, everybody loves me, but they still don't want to join. So we're going to have to try and get some strong hooks. And it's been discovered already. So we'll cancel the one on her then, and we'll try the next most powerful vassal. Oh, wait. Oh no. So our wife, Lady Rione, just died at 59 years of age from cancer. So, I mean, out of respect, we'll stay unmarried, I think, although we are lustful, so that is a lie. My guy is not staying unmarried with traits like that. So you know what? We'll marry someone who can help with intrigue. I want to do this faction this life, but yeah, I don't think we're going to have a chance to. We're already 60, and we potentially have our first hook now. So we've got a strong hook, so we can force her. But realistically, that's still not enough people. Now, right now, we are 107, which is decent, but I want to be a bit more powerful than that if we're going to actually take them on. So we'll see. Now, what we can do, we've had 2 more children with our new wife, so we could use these children to look for some nice alliances. So we have this guy down here, Lord Alan of Old Town. I see that as a pretty beneficial alliance. Then, with our son, we could actually ally with the Riverlands. Maybe they just want to see the Westerlands fall apart. So, let's take that as well. One of the members left. So we're down to 67%. Oh, this is not going so great, is it? Oh, we got a weak hook. So that means our faction is only 67%. But we're going to press it. We have to go for it. This may, well, it's probably going to backfire, but we're going to have to try. So we're going to raise all, then war it is. So what we can do now is call our allies as well, of course. Now he's going to raise his troops where? Over there. And I imagine some in his capital maybe, or is he just stacking them all up there? Yeah, okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to move. We should be faster than them. Meet up with the Riverlands. So we're actually with all our allies now. I say let's march in for a fight. Because, yeah, they have caught out some of my allies' armies. So if we go and catch up and hopefully flip this war around, we can win the first major battle. There we go. And now, you know what? We'll go siege the war target. Now, as long as our allies are not stupid and they stay near us, we should be okay to actually win this. But as soon as our allies start running off and doing their own things, then we'll probably be in a lot of trouble. But we are up 36% off that first battle. They are sieging through my land, but we're sieging the war target, which is way more important. They're going over there to fight. You know what? We'll let them fight them. We're going to siege the war target. There we go. And now we'll go for a fight. We should win it with our allies. There we go. So now he's down to just 11,000 men. I believe we have the whole war target sieged. So we'll start sieging the counties now around their capital, because their capital, Castle Rock, is way too hard to siege. And just like that, we have defeated the Lannisters. So we can enforce demands, and we've picked up one of the counties we need. Of course, as you're aware, there is still one more that we need off of him. But that is probably going to have to wait until our next life. I imagine we're not going to be able to do it in this life, because we are going to have a truce. We're already 70. So yeah, this guy's life is pretty much over. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make the Duchy of Castamere my main duchy now. So we'll keep Vickery House, I think. You know what? We'll give away our original starting place, Vickery House. We don't need it anymore. And I think we're going to give our original starting place to Lord Turan Hill. Of course, Calmfield is a cadet branch of Abelar's. So we're going to give him our original starting place. So then we can better now focus on building up Castamere. Look at that. After that war, somehow the control is still 100. They just knew it was the rightful thing to do. So they're not even mad. And we have reclaimed some of our quarries and mines. And after that war, sadly, Lord Miles has picked up Infirm. Now, out of all the houses that we purposely landed inside our realm, Yoran, who was one of our greatest knights and led us to victory many, many times. Actually, his house, Hornsby, are still going pretty strong out of all of them. But yeah, they have these two counties over here, if you remember, over in Boroughmore. They're pretty powerful and still around. All that can be said for some of them, although, I mean, Midvale, they've conquered this land over here. They have taken the capital of Land's Point, so Midvale are starting to expand. And they're somewhat kind of a descendant of Longshore, so they're doing okay, just under a different banner, I suppose. Oh, there we go. So, Lord Miles of Castamere has given up the ghost at 76 years of age. I think overall, he had a pretty good life, other than his son dying at just 33 in a battle. But overall, he revived House Rain, of course, and he did directly defeat his overlords for the first time. We still need to do it one more time, and hopefully, Lord Derek is the guy to do it. So what we're going to have to do now for this county is a similar thing to what we just did. We'll make a claim on it, and what we'll do now is go to our liege, find his most powerful vassals like the Golden Tuft, and then we will unlock Truth is Relative and try and get these hooks on these people so we can force them to join. Ooh, that's huge. So this court position look, I just sent him to an intrigue kind of guy to see what he would offer us, because we're going to need to get some hooks. Now that does mean we are below our domain limit, which is not great, but Oversea Realm, his support gives you +4 intrigue and more experience. We're going to use that one for now until we get Truth is Relative, but this top one, Organize Schemes. More scheme resistance, but most importantly, +1 to your max hostile schemes. So that means I can start working on 2 hooks at the same time, which is really, really going to speed things up for us. That is actually massive. And there we go. 72 gold. We now have the claim on the Lordship of Pendrick Hills. So we will start a claimant faction for our claim on that land. Now, I doubt anybody else will join on their own. So that is why we're going to need some hooks. There we go. So we have now unlocked Truth is Relative. So we'll put this guy on Organize Schemes, and that should mean if we go to this faction, we can start 2 fabricate hook schemes at the same time. There we go. And that should now massively speed up how long it takes now to get this faction going, as we are already 56, so we don't want to leave it too long. Oh, what is this? Coveted claim. My aunt frets all through the day, evidently attempting to find the right words. At last, as we make our way to dine, she begins sheepishly. My nephew. I hear rumors that Reynard, the Lord Paramount of the Westerlands, has come to see you as the focus of his enmity. He openly talks of the illegitimate Lord of Lowell, who daily usurps his rightful lands and revenues. Ha, that venomous buffoon. Yeah, you are a buffoon. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. We are now rivals, but guess what? We are coming for you one more time, so do not worry about that. We've got to try and get this faction up and going as soon as we can. He thinks we're illegitimate, but these are my family's lands, and soon enough we will hold all of Castamere. Come on, give me 2 strong hooks. That would be perfect. One thing I hate in this game is trying to get strong hooks, though, so that's a weak hook. That's not what we need at all. How about Lord Foley? Another weak hook. So yeah, it's going to be one of those days. You know what we could do? We could challenge him to a fight. Single combat. It's non-lethal, but we're going to challenge him to a duel. There we go. Single combat. Lord Paramount Reynard. With a sudden twitch, our bout begins. So Reynard retaliates with a smooth flowing series of quick slashes and powerful cleaves, each strike forcing me back a little more. So we're going to say attack first, attack hard. Let's go. My form is good with only small error, and Reynard's stance is formidable. We are evenly matched, with victory balancing on a knife's edge. You know what? We're going to go for the full risk. A blow from my sword and a kick to the gut. I cannot be more than one well-placed strike away from victory. Okay, so we're going to go with, he'll never see this coming. A surprise attack from an unexpected angle. Please? Yes, there we go. A dramatic sweep of my sword in one direction gives way to a chance of arc, and a quick slash that takes my opponent by surprise. The attack hits harder than I'd anticipated, near spinning Reynard entirely around, and almost toppling him completely. I am victorious. He gains the trait wounded. There we go. How do you feel about that? So we are now proper taking the fight to them. There we go. So we got one strong hook. This first one on Lord Garrison. So what we can do now is force him to join. And then we can start another hook now on somebody else. Just hoping for that same luck to carry on. We need a lot more hooks. Greetings, my impressive vassal. Please accept this humble gift. It is not much, but I hope it is of use to our continued friendship. We hate each other. I reject your charity. I don't want your money. I don't need your money. So another faction has started, this time for Lower Crown Authority. But we just need people to join ours. Oh, there we go. A twist and turns of fate have not always been to my advantage. But here we go. Lord Paramount Reynard died at 66 of old age. Well, I mean, hopefully this prompts some more people to join my faction. Potentially anyway, but it doesn't seem to be. A lot more people seem to be going for Crown Authority. And that faction may actually push, but we need more people to join ours, but nobody is. And getting strong hooks is starting to seem a little bit... Oh, we got one right there. As I was about to say, seeming impossible, we did pick up one more. So that brings us to 2. And you know what? We'll try and get at least one more before we do push the faction. Okay, there we go. One more strong hook. I think now it is time to push this faction. So press demands. Your claim on my title is no more real than the stories we tell children at night. Then war it is. So we're going to call our allies as well now. Once again, we'll raise our troops up by Castamere. I think that's a decent spot to raise them. And you know what? It only makes sense if we ourselves lead it, Lord Derek of Castamere. Now we're going to hold out, wait for all the other vassals and some of our allies to make it to us. So there was 4 other vassals, I believe, look. So yeah, a lot of people are standing up with me. We're the blue. So we also have a big alliance here as well. So we should have them surrounded and we should be able to win. And yeah, my actual army on my own is actually pretty good quality. Better than theirs, although they do have a lot more men. So you know what we're going to do now? We are going to go for the fight. I think we can win a fight with these allies around us here. I think we have enough here. So let's chase them down, catch them out. 7,000 of them here. 15,000 are just running away, or are they coming back? I mean, if they come back, they are very, very stupid, but seems like they are. And this war, there is 60,000 of us versus 21,000 of them. And that first battle takes us all the way up to 50%, and we killed 10,000 of them. So, of course, the next big thing now is sieging Pendrick Hills. So we'll siege a little bit of it, and then once we've sieged the county, we'll go back, fight them some more, and then just keep sieging their land at this point. And during that battle, Pull has stood out. So we, of course, will knight him. There we go. We now have sieged the full war target. I want to try, see if we can siege Castle Rock. Gonna be a tough siege, but I mean, we may as well try. We are slowly getting through it. We may get some nice captures if we do siege it. So here we go. Any second, we would have sieged Castle Rock, which has been a very, very slow siege. But wait, what happened then? We won for like a second. I heard the sound play. I'm sure we did win for like a millisecond then. I heard the sound, but they are now down to just 3,000 men. And we have taken control of their capital. And as you can see, we are now sieging the city. So we're going to siege the big city. And after that siege, there we go. 100%. So we can enforce demands on that now. And that does mean if we look at duchy titles, we completely control its de jure borders. We have taken the Lannisters from there. So yeah, if we do look at the duchy titles now, we now completely control the de jure borders of the lordship of Castamere. So today, we did finally manage to revive House Rain and completely remove the Lannisters from controlling Castamere, which is rightfully our family's land. And time again, we have just shown the Lannisters up to date. So I am happy with that. And it all ends with Lord Derek of Castamere, who, I mean, really, shouldn't have ever even got the throne, but there we go. But yeah, of course, I did do a poll on the community tab the other day, and I asked what series you want to see me do next. I'm still doing like normal one video let's play things, by the way, so it's not just going to be series, but the next one was voted on, and it seems like we're going to be uniting Africa. So maybe in like a week, I'll start that one. I'll plan some things for it to go along the way, maybe about 4 parts. We'll see. So yeah, I'm going to end the video there. So thank you so much for watching, and of course, a massive thank you to Dagda, as he did give me the idea for this series. But yeah, I'm going to end the video with a massive thank you to all the channel members. You have Intermio1, Toxic Flame, Caesar, Mr. Diesel, and Emperor Augustus. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.